All right, well, welcome everyone. I know we have a lot of new people on the team, a lot of new consultants, and so if you don't see your teammates and they are relatively new, like within the last 30 to 60 days, just go ahead and give them a quick text and just say, hey, we're getting we're having the team huddle, just as that reminder to really help people get in the habit of the calls because these are super important. So I just want to welcome everybody. My name is Missy Hides. I'm your National Vice President and independent consultant, and we have lots of teams represented here on this call, which I just love. And I'm just so excited to be kicking off March and just all that was accomplished in February. Oh, sorry, was amazing, and just excited to share really several things with you guys tonight. So the first thing I wanted to just tell you was big congrats on February. Sometimes February can historically be a little bit of a lower month, a slower month, but not for you guys. And I will tell you, being on like month one of maternity, having a new baby, I did activity and I was doing things, but not kind of, and it's funny, I was telling my mother-in-law today, like, I love working and I love getting back into activity and having appointments and all those things. And so I am looking forward to that. But it was just so awesome to see really what you guys were doing and what you created and just all the growth that we had. So wherever you fell in the month, and if you kind of felt like, gosh, it was a really great month for me, or maybe didn't go as well as that I wanted, just know that you can really just borrow the momentum that is going on within this team, and it can really help propel you for March. Okay, so even if you personally didn't feel like, gosh, this was like my most amazing month ever, you can use this month to really, that momentum, that energy to really propel you forward. So overall, you guys know that we were working for a sponsoring challenge, kind of a goal that I had put out. And if you guys have questions or comments, I'd love for you guys to use the chat feature just to comment, things like that. But we didn't hit the goal that I really kind of laid out for us. It was a big goal. It really was a massive goal, but I am excited to tell you all that we had our largest sponsoring month ever in the history as a team, and that was in February. And again, that's incredible. And one thing that I wanted to just bring kind of to the forefront as a thought, because I am going to announce the 4 winners for the sponsoring challenge that get the cool Lululemon bag, because we had those. What I want you to think about is, if you had great sponsoring this month, or if your district had really good sponsoring, or your team, do you think that you had great sponsoring because signups were free? Or do you think you had great sponsoring because you were excited to tell people about the free signups? And I know that that can sound like the same thing, but they're actually different, because the thing that gives people a really great month in sponsoring from a month that's kind of like less than exciting is the consultant's belief. Because the difference, you guys, is really, it's $29. Like, yes, that's significant, but it's really not. And so you can decide at any month that you want this to be an amazing sponsoring month for you. And if you just have to pretend that like signups are free in order to have that belief and that drive, then that's what you need to do, okay? So what I don't want to see is this month our sponsoring go backwards in any way. Whatever you sponsored at in February, you should have the confidence to know that you can build on that and you can grow from that, okay? You don't want to be thinking like, well, signups aren't free this month, so I'm going to probably be sponsoring less. That's kind of like we've been talking about this the past month. That is absolutely a belief issue. And we have to believe that what people are getting for a $29 account is worth every single penny, because it is, right? They're getting an incredible discount on incredible products with incredible convenience of the product shipped right to their house. Okay, so I want you guys to think about that as we move into March and we look at sponsoring the same, because as we've been talking about, sponsoring is what's going to be your #1 driver for your growth this year in your business. sponsoring is the growth, okay? And we also talked about what grows sponsoring is personal development or self-development. So do you have a book that you're reading? Did you read a book in February? Did you listen to a book in February? And do you have your book for March? And if you're like, Missy, I'm reading like a paragraph a day, that's totally fine. Then you're gonna just carry that book over into March. But if you could comment what books you're reading, what book you're committed to, what book you're starting, because I know that this, by the time we finish 2020, you're going to be like, if she brings up reading a book or listening to a book one more time, I'm going to poke my eyes out. But I'm going to keep being the noisy gong on this thing, because this is how you get better, is you grow. You get better and you grow. And when you grow and you get better, your sponsoring gets better, which in turn makes your business bigger, which means you promote. Okay, so yes, I'm going to keep repeating this over and over and over again. And here's the thing, we can hear that we need to be reading and we can hear that we need to be doing personal development, but if it is not something you are actually implementing, it's one of those concepts, it's the little things. There's a book called The Slight Edge. It's a really good book if you're looking for a book to read. It's called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And the whole premise of the book, I don't need to grab it. The premise of the book is that the difference between those who achieve and excel in life is the little things. It's just that slight edge. But those, you guys, are also the things that are really easy not to do. They're easy to do, and they're so easy not to do, okay? And so we have got to hone the habit, the discipline of doing those things, and reading a book, listening to a book is one of those things. EMVP Shannon Wenzel, I love her to pieces. She's got a real intense personality, but I love her. And one of the things that she has started to implement is that she does not allow herself to pick up her phone, to make a social media post, to check messages, to scroll on any platform until she has read or listened for 15 minutes to some sort of personal development in the morning. And I love that because it just kind of puts some parameters, it puts some boundaries, because we can oftentimes have the best of intentions and like, I'm going to read. And then it's like 7 o'clock at night, or it's 10:30 at night. And we're like, oh crap, you know, I forgot, or I didn't get to it. And it just gets pushed down that priority list. And so that's where you really just have to put some of those tools or boundaries in place to make that happen. Okay. So, all right. So I am totally pumped to announce the winners of the sponsoring challenge. So there are 4 of them, 1 at every level, and you all are getting the Lululemon bag. So pumped to announce that at the consultant level, the winner is Lauren Hinton. So yay, let's give Lauren a big round of applause. Lauren sponsored, y'all. She's a brand new consultant. She just promoted district. She sponsored 12 personally. 12. That's amazing. Okay. Then at district manager, we've got Ashley Bruner. Ashley Bruner sponsored 8 direct. Ashley Bruner also she just promoted in district last month, and she went over her bonus this month, and so did Tara Branch, which is so awesome. So these girls not only doubled their bonus because of the bonus like program, or the double bonus that Arbonne offered, but then they also picked up another $100 because of the bonus booster. So just for bonusing this month, they added $500 to their paycheck. Hear me, $500. Is anybody currently working in a job where they are letting you earn an extra $500 just because? No, we're not seeing that. Area manager, big shout out to my sister, who I can nearly see through my office window. Woo woo! Tara, she cranked it out and she got the highest for the area managers, and then pulling in for the RVPs was Amy Gill. Amy Gill smashed it out of the park. She gets a bag. She sponsored 13. So, and Lauren actually had 13, but only 12 of them were the 150. But her and Amy both came in at 13 personal signups, which was amazing. That was so awesome. All of you all did so awesome. So what I was hoping to show you was the sponsoring gift for this month. So I'm going to try to share my screen. I don't know if it's going to work. Open system preferences. Oh, give me just 1 second. Hopefully this will work. Because I want to show you guys. I guess it's not going to work. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Okay, well, I'm going to post it on the Facebook team page as soon as we're done so you can see it because it's super cute. Yeah, I'm really pumped about it. So I don't know how to get into this other thing that it's wanting me to ask about to share my screen. So, okay, so sponsoring is going to be, again, key. And so the sponsoring challenge will work the same. If you're a consultant and you just promoted to district, you move out of the consultant category for the sponsoring group. So now you're clumped in with all the other district managers and then area managers, RVPs, and all the new consultants. You have to have a minimum of 6 new signups, direct personal signups, with a minimum of that 150 order, okay? One thing I did want to just give a big shout out to in regards to sponsoring and team building is we need to do a little bit of recognizing Megan Reekin. Megan Reekin is in qualification for region. Her team is structured and poised. They are going to be finishing this month, but what I want to give her a shout out for is since December 30th, so 60 days, she has promoted directly 4 district managers. That is a massive accomplishment. And that is not like when we talk about like popping, you know, managers like popcorn and I'm a district manager making machine. She is a district manager making machine. And what is so awesome is her people are all over. One, I don't even know where they all are. I know one's in North Dakota. I know one is in Florida. Megan is in Minnesota. Megan, you can tell me or put in the comments if, I can't remember where Ashley is, if she's like local to you, and Megan, I can't remember that one. But anyways, why I share that is to share what's possible. And if it's possible for Megan to do that, it's possible for every one of us to do that, okay? So it's just it's an exciting thing to celebrate, and 60 days to promote 4 directs is really very cool. So I'm really proud of you, Megan, and what you guys are building. It's just amazing. So, okay. So we got the new sponsoring challenge. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix something on here because I wanted to share my screen. Whoa, someone is, oh my gosh, my sister is knocking at my window right now. She nearly gave me a heart attack. Wants to know if she can get her bag right now. No, you cannot go get your bag. Oh, there she is. I don't even know if you guys can see her on there. Oh, okay. Who is out there? Oh my gosh, there's like other people. Stop it. You guys are giving me a heart attack. People want the bag. They want the bag. I was literally like, who is knocking on my window? Okay, I see you all. This is hilarious. This is what happens when you live next to your sister. You have all kinds of fun. Okay, I am going to try, because I do want to share my screen, because this is something that I do feel like we could have some questions on. So let me see. Hold on. Open system preferences. Oh, system preferences. Anyways, okay. Zoom. Oh, there it is. Oh, shoot. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, Nicole, you totally want to be neighbors with Tara. She's a blast on every level. And my kids want to live with her, which is awesome, except for, yeah, this one. Hi, what's up? Sorry. This is real life. This one wants to live with TT. Oh, there's TT. Anyways, this is like a gong show. If you're new, not every team huddle is like this. So I just apologize. You're probably like, what is happening? Okay, so I want to transition in. We have just a few minutes left. Hey, I just come give mom a kiss and then head out. Bye. All right, love you. Head on out because it's too noisy with you in here. Okay, I want to go through the promotions really quickly so you guys understand what Arbonne is offering. If you want to unmute, if you have questions about how this all works, what it means exactly. The first one is where people can customize their 30 Days to Healthy Living set. So if you have any questions about that, this is the time to unmute and ask. This is something that is going to be a while supplies last. Okay, so if we start to sell out of marble cake, then they're going to pull it. If we start to sell out of the tin, they're going to pull it. But this is actually a promotion I think is going to be most effective. Hey, Max, can you shut the door? That's going to be most effective for people who have already done 30 Days to Healthy Living or who already love 30 Days to Healthy Living. Yes, I think it's going to be great for people who haven't yet done it, but this is a perfect opportunity to circle back with people who have done 30 days in the past, who you've talked to 30 days about, you've sampled them, and for whatever reason they haven't pulled the trigger. This is your time to come in and say, if you've ever thought about doing this, or if you need to restock your product at 40% off, this is the time, because you get to pick every single thing that you want, and you can pick all the flavors, you can pick all the combinations, right? And so what you want to do is you want to start to really think back and who's done the 30-day program with me, who's sampled products with me. Maybe it's been 6 months or 12 months since they've done it, but these are the people that you need to be circling back to. This is also is a great, with kind of the variety or combination, is a great opportunity for people to split a 30 Days to Healthy Living program, right? Because they can mix and match as many flavor combinations as possible. Like if they want to do a bag and their friend wants to do a bag, and they want to do a fizz and the friend wants to do a different fizz, and you can just mix and match as many combinations as possible. And so don't overlook this. Like when Arbonne comes up with these promotions, it's because they really want you to give you something, give all of us something to really maximize our sales, maximize our growth and opportunity. Okay, I will tell you that the month of March, I can't tell you what it is, but there's actually more things coming. Okay, so just this is a month to like be in activity, to be booking events, to be having online events, to be having one-on-one appointments. This is when you're wanting to fill people into your funnel, because there's going to be a lot of reasons to be reaching out to people this month in particular. Okay, and so if you have any questions, put that in the chat, and if I'm not seeing them or answering them and somebody else on the team can answer them, then that'd be great. And then the other promotion is the one that's called couldn't think of what the Build for More. Okay, so the Build for More is just when you get to a certain amount of QV in the shopping cart. It's basically like making your own customizable ASVP. The ASVPs, if you weren't around Arbonne when we had those, or had them as much, because we have the makeup one, I guess, and the nutrition one, but this is one where you just get to customize it all yourself. Okay, and so this is a great way for you to another reason to circle back with people, another reason to reach back to all the consultants that, you know what, maybe they're not building the business, but they're in your team somewhere, they love the product, they're product users, and say, oh my gosh, Arbonne has this great program. You get to pick your products and you get them all at 50% off. It increases their discount from 35% to 50%. For PCs, it moves their discount, it doubles their discount. Like, I'm going to be using language that says double your discount. Would you like to double your discount on your products, right? You got to be thinking lingo, language that captures people, Build for More, putting this image on like your story. I don't know if this is really going to capture people, but using things like, would you like to double your discount in the month of March? Like if Costco sent me a little email and said, would you like to double your discount at Costco this month if you come shop? I might be more prone to shop this month than wait till next month with that kind of communication, right? So you want to be thinking about that. So if you have questions about those, I'm not seeing any. But these are things, again, the more that you're excited about them, the more that you embrace them, the more you're going to see your market and your consumers embrace this. If you see these two promotions and you're like, it's fine, nothing too excited about, you're not going to see any increase in your sales with these two promotions because you're not going to be casting the vision. You're not going to be kind of getting excited, which helps them connect up the dots. Okay. So if you have some questions, so the nutrition set is the same price. Yes, the nutrition set is the same price. It's just a way, exactly, Amanda, to customize it and to put different flavor combinations in it. So, and really from a business perspective, you might be wondering, like, why are they doing that? They're doing that to clear out inventory, just so that we don't hang on to things that we don't need to be hanging on to. But it gives customers, I've had people who are like, oh, I wish I could get the new champagne fizz, or oh, I wish I could get marble cake protein. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't. And because the pack is 40% off, they want to buy it in the pack. Okay. So the last thing that I want to touch on tonight, just as we kind of kick off the month of March, and really we've been, doing a lot the last couple of months, is just, I would like for all of you to just circle back to your social media accounts and just see if they need a little bit of cleaning up. Okay, one thing that can happen towards the end of the month is we can be putting things on our social media wall, especially like Facebook, because that typically runs a little bit more like real time or updates more than, like, say, Instagram. And you might be putting like, hey, I'm running a special, hey, I'm close to hitting a goal, and you might have several things. Or today, you might have put many things on your social media platforms, but it's not maybe the best way to communicate to your market. You also want to be looking at what's the ratio. Am I posting about my life, about us going out for dinner, about maybe fun things happening with, my friends or my family or my travel, and then I throw Arbonne in? You want to really kind of have a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 ratio. If you're scrolling through your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed and it's like Arbonne, 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 it's too much Arbonne. And it's not communicating the culture. It's not communicating the community to people. And again, those are the things that we have been talking about in 2020 that are going to be attractive to people. So it's super easy. All you go in and you just delete those posts. Okay. If you need some guidelines of what to be posting, reference the unit section. There's lots of great examples there. Things I really am just going to encourage you don't want to be posting is, hey, I'm looking for some people to host. Let me know if you want to host. No one's letting you know. Not one time have I ever seen anybody comment, hey, yep, I'll host for you. That never happens. You can put that in a private Facebook group, like for your customer group. If you don't have a customer group, I recommend starting one, even if it's 10 or 15 people right now. You can offer your specials in there. You can run these kind of like images, the ones that Arbonne gives us, these social assets, you can put those there. You can absolutely be putting things in your story. I don't want you to feel like you can't, but I just want to kind of give like a little bit of like a, hey, let's kind of all just do a little bit of a checkup and refresh and make sure what we're portraying, what we're sharing is the whole picture of you. Because going back to the personal development, the self-development, people are going to join your business because of you. Because they know you, they like you, they trust you, what you're doing is attractive to them, what you're sharing is fun, it's informative, it's compelling, it's exciting, okay? They're not joining because you post the Build More brochure from Arbonne. That's not why they're gonna partner with you. That's not why they're gonna even place an order with you, okay? So just be mindful of that when you are, so just take some time tonight or tomorrow just to kind of go back. And there's nothing wrong with going way back and just deleting things, especially like on Instagram, because Instagram, it's so visual. If you're like, oh gosh, that was a nonsense post, or that was too, things like that, just going back and cleaning those up so that you are giving really the full picture of what you want portrayed and creating that attraction with your presence on social media. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about that, comments on that? Because the thing is, I do that often on the first day of the month is I go back and I delete like, hey, I'm offering a free shipping special, or hey, like if you posted I thought the image was cool with the girl that's got the mask on, like the sheet mask, and then there was kind of like text written. But just, you know what, we've moved on to the next month. There's no more free signups. Just delete that off of your thread. Delete that off of your page or on your Instagram so that it's not just still hanging out there, and it'll just look a lot cleaner and less Arbonne-y as you're moving on for the month. So I loved Ashley Strong's recommendations of sew, share, show. I thought those were really great. So does anybody have any questions, comments on any of that? Did you guys do some book recommendations from earlier? You did. Good. Good, good, good. Cool. All right. Well, we have 1 minute to hop over to the Saturday or the Sunday night skills call tonight. I'm so pumped. It is with Eunice Ray. She's an executive national vice president. She's 70 years old. She's as awesome as they come. She's freaking hilarious. She's so smart. She's brilliant. She's built a killer business, and she, for being 70, like, she loves the virtual concept of Arbonne, and all you need is a phone or a laptop and Wi-Fi. So she's going to be talking about building your business in a cold market, prospecting in a cold market, which I think will be awesome for all of us to hear. So if you want to hop over to that, we are finished on this call tonight. I can give you guys the number for the call tonight. I guess I posted it on the thing, but the Zoom is 444-053-1684. So that's the next Zoom to hop over to, and we're gonna hop off this one. So, all right, love y'all. Thanks for being on.